Alrighty, gentlemen, we're going to take a look at every single leak so far. Today was a huge leak day for Marvel Rivals. I guess they're prepping for the 1.5 patch and they brought so many different things in. So we're going to look at XOX Leak, the best probably leaker for Marvel Rivals right now. Venom's Frenzied Arrival is going to change from vertical knockback to an inwards knockback at a 75-degree angle, and the ultimate cost is going down. That's lit. First off, I think vertical knockbacks are so stupid. Never in a million years if I wanted to uppercut people into the air and go from there. Like, please give me some other type of angle. I would much rather them go distance-wise than straight up in the air. And this is crazy. So the things I've seen so far already, Captain America is getting so many like different buffs. It's crazy. So added the ability to use Absolute Will for defense during jumping. That's crazy. So you can use the shield while jumping. The Vibranium Energy Saw, so that's like him throwing his shield. They increase how fast it travels. And then after a hit, it goes even faster, which is crazy. I mean, that's insane. Cap that's like a crazy buff for him. Thor got a big buff, removed the cooldown after the Rune Awakening skill. Groot walls can now be placed farther away. Magneto's damage has been increased. This was a good change. I felt like Magneto's primary hit so soft, boys. I feel like I was just flicking stuff at him. Curtain. I guess that's the actual like shield that he was doing. So it costs a little bit more and then it doesn't last as long. So that's a fair change. And then Doctor Strange base health has went from 650 down to 600. Okay, looking at the Duelist, this is crazy to me. Iron Fist base HP was bumped up. Why are we giving cheaper Town Hall more health? I can't stand this guy enough as it is. Jeet Kune Do's, which I guess is cheaper Town Hall. This is so weird that the attacks do different damage based off which attack it is. This is wild. Anyway, damage has been reduced. The cooldown time of each hit reduced the combo, increased from 1 to 1.5, and the damage of each hit of the Sun Punch decreased. So they gave him a little bit more health, made his hits weaker. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because they dropped his damage as a trade-off. Okay, Ragewood, no, I'm 100% in agreement with this. Because I feel like man was really just fisticuffing me, boxing my noggin off, and then dipped. They're giving him more health and healing, but they're decreasing the damage, which I think is pretty fair. Mr. Freaking Fantastic. Flexible Elongation, I hate that name. Spell field increased from 2.5 to 5. Now knocks enemies outwards after landing. Brainiac Bounce, which is his ultimate, right? Damage increased from 50 to 70. Energy cost went up though. Damage fall off. Okay, listen, I gotta be honest, I do not feel like his ultimate's that scary. Iron Man, the Unibeam damage been increased from 120 to 140, sick. Armor Overdrive Unibeam increased from, okay, to sick. So that's awesome. I felt like the Unibeam wasn't hitting super hard. I felt like it was just kind of rewarding to hit your shots with it though. I don't know if that needed to be up, but I appreciate it. Hawkeye, increase a little bit of his health. Explosive arrows damage down. Cooldown for Crescent Slash. Bow charge speed's now faster. Okay, so draw speed takes a little bit more time, and then the bow charge speed is faster. That's fair. Windblade damage has been reduced. Sweet. Okay, cool. So that seems pretty fair. They're still tweaking Storm pretty good because Storm really coming into season 2 or season 1 is like a huge like buff. She's like really like a powerhouse. Oh, this breaks my heart. Star-Lord's ultimate cost went up from 1200 to 1800. That's brutal. That is brutal. I hate that. Scarlet Witch. Okay, they're fixing the problem where Scarlet Witch pops her ultimate, immediately gets bodied. Like everyone just beats the crap out of her. 100 more bonus health when she casts it, and then it starts decaying at 50 per second after it's interrupted or end. Okay, so that's probably going to solve a little bit of that problem. Spider-Man weapon shooter's recharge time decreased from good. I honestly felt like this was taking a lot of time, at least for me, but I wasn't managing them really well. So I think that's a pretty good change there. Moon Knight ultimate. Khonshu's fist speed reduced. Each fist now does 150. Oh my god, that's crazy. So they've increased the damage, but the fist moves slower. That's wild. So great. The moon is still haunting my dreams. I love that. Black Widow rifle capacity increased from 8 to 15. Good. And then her ultimate slowdown effect was changed. Focusing hole. I'm sorry, what? Focusing hole added a new effect on the enemy hit. Changes. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Magic damage was decreased. Lit. Damage decreased across the board. Ultimate decreased. Okay, that seems fair. I'm okay with that. I won't rage about that too bad. And then Hela possibly damage fall off at 30 meters. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. And then moving in here to the strategist, Adam Warlock's primary fire damage increase. 60% damage fall off. Okay. Okay, cool. The soul bond now does increased healing. Let's go. Here's what I wanted to see. The cloak and dagger changes. So the ultimate cost has been bumped up 600 points. Thank God. Because I felt like us against the world was happening every freaking second. Dash lanes and fog that heals. Duration's been decreased. Lit. Pauses between dashes have been reduced so they go faster. Okay. Healing effect of the dash lanes no longer stack. Only one lane works. Nice. And then vulnerability on enemies increased from 20 to 28%. Okay. So they've basically killed, I wouldn't say killed. They have heavily nerfed Cloak and Dagger's ultimate, which is fair, I think. Until I looked down here and see Invisible Woman's, because I thought for sure they changed something with hers. They just bumped the cost up. That's wild to me. So they bumped Luna Snow's cost up. They bumped Loki's cost up. They decreased Mantis's healing bonus, or her ultimate bonus health from 100 to 75. And then Invisible Woman increased her roll time. So what they're trying to do, obviously, is make it where the triple strategist strategy isn't as effective because of the cooldown time being increased for the ultimates, which I think is fair. I feel like that was the hard part because a strategist always had their ultimate. So a lot of times you couldn't really do anything outside of them popping an ult. I think this is pretty fair. I'm a fan of the strategy. And a lot of people have said the 3 strategist strategy is not very fun to play. And I get that. Who do I think is going to be meta now? I don't know. Listen, they've been giving a lot of love to Cap lately. A lot of love to Cap. So he's definitely going to be a better Vanguard, I hope. So here's actually the trailer for Human Torch. Let's check this out.
Human Torch in the house, yo.
So this is going to be interesting because he's like the first. Okay, so he's got his fire tosses.
Boom goes the meteor.
Oh my god, that's lit. Wild dive comp there. That's awesome.
Dodge this.
He's got so many skills over here. I'm looking at.
I'm the brightest in the sky.
So this is gonna be so hard to go against when this first comes out. Just because, like, that's wild. That Teemo's gonna be insane. Oh my god. So that's gonna be so hard to deal with, I think, because we've not dealt with fire damage yet. And fire damage is gonna be like damage over time type of stuff. It's gonna be so crazy, I think. No, I think Human Torch is gonna be a great addition. He might be one of those that has to get changed like before the next season comes around, honestly. All right, and then here's the Things trailer. Let's go.
Benjamin J. Grimm, reporting for duty.
He's so wide, bro. He looks awesome. My man just wide.
Too easy.
Okay.
Coming through.
Oh, nice. Kind of like just a dash.
I'll cover you.
So we can kind of dive straight rather than diving on hook. Let's go.
Gonna bruise.
Okay. The fastball special with Wolverine. That's sick.
Ready to throw down.
What's his ult?
It's clever.
Nice. Basically just a spike wall. Honestly, that's awesome. And he's got 700 base health. I think both of these are going to be awesome additions. Like, that's sick. I think they're doing the Lord's work. I love it. So Blade is actually captured in Central Park. And I think there's actually a better look of him being captured up here. Here's the trench coat skin for Thing. Looks sick. This is a sick skin right here. I don't know exactly what's going on. The Negative Zone costume. I mean, that is wild. Whatever we got going on right here. What else do we have? Oh wow, apparently that's the payload that we're pushing in the Central Park map. We're pushing the Squirrel God. Here we go. So Blade is in the new map Trap. So that just adds to the lore of us trying to free him for season 2. I think that Human Torch is gonna be super OP. Just because he's the first time we've introduced flame damage. I think it's also gonna have a lot to do with like, this might be where they have to step in and like draw back some of the damage over time. I could definitely see that being an issue. I don't know what other characters have a damage over time effect, but I feel like flame damage just inherently has to have that. But crazy, a huge day for Rivals, huge day, so many different levels.